back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no longer. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Break tendency and go play action and go for the big shot.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run it with Carson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Stop your running.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, move the team. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Alert, alert, alert. 54. Here we go,
On third down, Carson, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
4 down, 4 down. Friday.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Front left. 58, boy, 58. I got him.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Samson Abukum. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup. Up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Like 20. Mike 50,
They'll try the air now with Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 1st down, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Goff throwing again to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Natson. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
We go tonight. 20.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's into the clear. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On second and 11 now. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed, able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
You can't stop me.
Third and 15.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Big hold to the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. 85 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Easy.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Gurley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. It off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks 21. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Hold on. Check.
On 2nd and goal, Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shift. Watch the shift. Good job right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a toss play. It's Carson. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and a couple. Wilson being chased out left. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up with it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the front of them, but they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And Woods has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
Look at this shot for Woods, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. One last shot for Wilson. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
dangerous.